are rooted in and reflective of the cultural life of a community. They seek to understand the significance of these cultural forms within the community by studying their creation, transmission, and performance, through which the values and structure of the community are expressed. Folk art covers all forms of visual art made in the context of folk culture. Definitions vary, but generally the objects have practical utility of some kind rather than being exclusively decorative. Here comes my friends to present folk arts of Kerala and Himachal Pradesh.
Talyam is a famous ritual art form that originated in North Kerala, which brings to life and great stories of our state. It encompasses dance, mime, and music. It exalts the beliefs of the ancient tribals who gave a lot of importance to the worship of heroes and the spirits of their ancestors. There are more than 400 different kinds of Tayyam in Kerala, India's southmost state. In simplest terms, Tayyam is a ritual art form, so ancient it predates Hinduism, though it has since adapted to include Hindu elements. Terms, Tayyam is a ritual art form, so ancient it predates Hinduism, though it has since adapted to include Hindu elements. Parashurama, the sixth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, who stemmed the advancing sea to save the land of Kerala, sanctioned festivals like Kaliyatam, Puruvella, and Dayatam or Tayyatam to the people of the North Malabar region. Tayyam originated from Kaliyatam.
Padayani is a ritual theatre art form related to the goddess temple in the central Travancore regions of Kerala. Performed at night in the temple premises, the rituals of Padayani are a symbolic act for pleasing the goddess Bhadragali, whose fury remains unabated even after her victory over the mythical demon Daniel. Duration of the festival varies from 7 to 28 days according to the number of villages participating and organizing it. The word Panayani evolved from the combination of two Malayalam words Pada and Ani, which means a group of soldiers and rows respectively. Padayani, which means row of warriors, is believed to have been performed by various trained in Kallipayat to display their strength and chivalry in order to frighten their enemies from the southern part of Travancore. Thus, this art form tracks us back to the rich martial art tradition of Kallipayat. It is also a thanksgiving for a good harvest, which the villagers believe was not possible without the blessings of gods and goddesses. In this spirit and content, Padayani takes the form and style of an epic theatre. It also characterizes an act of purification carried out by the villagers in all devotion to ward off evil forces.
Velagali is a ritual art of Kerala, a small state in South India, mainly performed at temples in the festival time. The performers clad in traditional clothes and colorful headgear in the medieval Nair soldiers engage in vigorous movements to the accompaniment of an orchestra comprising the Madalam, Ilathalam, Kam and
Velagali originated in Ambalappura, where Mathur Panikar, chef of the Chambagasheri army, promoted it to boost the martial spirit of the people. The dance form is a regular feature of the annual festivals at the Ambalappura Sri Krishna temple in Alappuzha district. Extreme dedication and continuous practice are essential for this form of art. Many of the body postures, choreography, and footwork of the Velagali characters are taken directly from Kalaripayat among the martial folk arts. It is begun with the deity taken out in a procession on an elephant. This is called Thirumunbil Vela, which literally means that the performance is in front of the deity. If this ritual is performed near the temple pond, it is called Kulati Vela. In some places, the 50-odd dancers are joined by flag-waving local people who group behind them and chant words signifying a particular dance step in progress. In some others, dancers known as Velamudkars wearing masks of the tigers and bears provide some kind of fun to the spectators. The dancers are in fabulous attire with a conical headdress with the cone pointing to one side and beading of jari work at the lower edge. Their chests are covered with beads and other types of garlands. Armlets are also used in some regions. Dancers wearing masks of tigers and bears, known as Velamudikars, dance with gestures among the dancers. It is believed that this performance has reference to the war between the Kauravas and Pandavas, or the war between Devas and Asuras.
The traditional dances of Himachal Pradesh are very complicated. These dances are a vital part of tribal life. It reflects the culture and the tradition of Himachal. Hardly any festivities there is celebrated without dancing. Dance forms such as Nadi are performed all over the region. This traditional dance essentially derives its roots from the state of Himachal Pradesh and is also popular in the Union Territory of Chandigarh. This folk dance is extremely popular in the Himachali regions and is performed frequently at various cultural programs. Devnadi is a traditional folk dance practiced in the western and the central hills of the Indian subcontinent. Nadi is the most famous dance of Himachal Pradesh. It is listed in the Guinness World Record Book as the largest folk dance. Nadi is performed on important occasions such as marriages. Nadi is known as Tandi in upper districts of Garhwal and is very common during wedding and fair in Himachal Pradesh. History. This Himachali dance form is said to be similar to the Ras Laila and is considered to have been developed in honor of Krishna and his gopi. The instruments used in this dance form include Narasingha, Karnal, Shenai, Don and Nagara.
Doda is the martial art of Himachal Pradesh. Doda is the mixture of martial art, culture and sport, mainly performed in the state of Himachal Pradesh. It is basically a type of archery art form in which a round wooden piece is attached to the head of an arrow to reduce the harm of the arrow. Doda, a game of archery where the target is a dancing human, is played between two teams called Pasha and Sada,
who identify themselves as descendants of Pandavas and Kauravas. The Toda dance was the main attraction at the fair, in which the local teams participated and showcased various skills applied in the game. In Toda, there are two groups of 500 people each. Most of them act as cheerleaders for the players. The two groups are called Sati and Pashi, who are believed to the descendants of the Pandavas. Toda, the impressive martial art form of Himachal Pradesh, relies on one's archery prowess dating back to the days of the Mahabharata, when bows and arrows were used in the epic battles between the Pandavas and the Kauravas.
Dengi dance is a very popular folk dance in Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is filled with beautiful sceneries and culture, and folk dancer is one of them. Dengi dance is mainly associated with the Chamba area of Himachal Pradesh. Dengi folk dance is based on one of the oldest folklore of Himachal Pradesh. The dance is performed during the harvest season. It has two themes. On one is love and another is business. The love is based themes followed is about a very brave and handsome king who fell in love with a common girl. It was not common for kings to fall in love with the commoners, so it was a big deal.